Epic Universe is officially 1 year old this week, and we've gotten our first advertised instance of Open Hub, where guests are being allowed into the central areas for dining and shopping without a theme park ticket. Plus, new skylights are being installed in all areas of Epic Universe, including at the fireworks launch pad, and construction trailers have arrived for expansion. Let's dig into those stories as well as construction happening all around Universal Orlando in today's news update. After years of rumors, we have gotten our first official instance of guests being allowed into the central area of Epic Universe for dining and shopping, but without access to the lands or rides. A trade show at the Orange County Convention Center at the end of this month is advertising a new perk for attending the event. All guests of this year's premier beauty show will be able to enter the Celestial Park area of Epic Universe with free parking after 5 p.m. The promotion states that these guests will have access to a variety of dining, shopping, and live entertainment while inside of the park, but they will not be allowed to enter any of the themed lands or ride the rides. To enter, all they have to do is show their convention badge at the park entrance. This promotion, which takes place May 30th through June 1st, will likely utilize the photo recognition technology that had been testing at the portals of Epic Universe in recent weeks. This facial recognition system will allow guests who have actual theme park tickets to enter the lands and ride the rides of Epic Universe, while relegating the convention goers who choose to visit after their day at the trade show to Celestial Park areas only. So far, this is the only known public instance of this portal screening technology to be used since testing started last month, but photo validation was recently utilized at an after-hours team member-only event. It is not yet known if the Open Hub concept will be scaled up to include other guests in the future, or will continue to be tested with smaller groups like this. New large skylights are being installed all around Epic Universe, including a long row of them behind the fireworks launch pad at the back of the park. Located at the furthest back edge of the property, this row of large showbiz-style searchlights can be found along the outer line of the pond where fireworks will be set off from a newly installed launch pad. The lights are wrapped in plastic and surrounded by their own little privacy fences, which have been filled in the week between these photos being taken. But these large skylights aren't the only new lights that have been installed. More skyward-facing lights have been installed atop several buildings throughout Epic Universe, in all of the locations shown at the arrows in this photo, and more. Here is a row of a dozen new lights installed atop Doss Steakhouse in Dark Universe, and another row installed on top of the Oak and Star Tavern outside of the land. On the opposite side of the park, rows of lights have been installed atop the restrooms near Stardust Racers on the left side of this photo, as well as on top of the Health Services building seen on the right. This photo from the park's grand opening shows how all of these new lights could appear once in use, firing beams of light toward the sky. But that's not all, because in addition to these 4 new sets of sky-facing beam lights, new lights have been installed in the lagoon surrounding Constellation Carousel. The lagoon is currently drained for work happening to improve the fountains within this area, as well as to install these new lights, which can be seen placed here in between each of the ground supports for the canopy over the carousel. While the lagoons near Constellation Carousel and in front of Atlantic are currently drained for work happening, the large Cosmos fountain has been refilled. The fountains within the Cosmos fountain have resumed running as well, after being fitted with new lighting and other enhancements. A small section between the show seating area is still blocked off near the fountain for continued work. The ground can be seen open in this photo, revealing a mess of wires and pipes running below. All of this work is expected to be related to an upcoming, yet still unannounced, new nighttime spectacular show, with permanent fireworks launch pads, new skylights installed around the park, and enhanced fountains. A new show could very well be on the way and soon. Remember, the official grand opening anniversary is this Friday, May 22nd, so maybe we could see an official announcement in the coming days. What may be preparations for a massive expansion to the park's Wizarding World land is happening now. A small city of trailers, equipment, and supplies is being set up in an empty plot behind Stardust Racers, just beside the Potter expansion area. Permits were filed, approved, and issued for the installation of 14 trailers by Whitting Turner, as well as connections for electricity and plumbing. We can see that these trailers are arranged as 2 wide and 12 wide at the site, just like they were listed in their permits. The major construction project in the empty plot next door, directly behind the main Wizarding World area, will be for a 150,000 square foot new attraction, and it is assumed that these trailers are being set up to support that project. Work on the Potter expansion project itself has not yet begun, but the site has been cleared and survey markers were spotted a few months ago. Across the park, work is happening on the Project 915 multi-purpose event structure in Celestial Park. Foundations have been poured at the back of the structure, specifically for an area that will be a catering kitchen for events that will be held at this future venue. The largest part of the structure, which will be a large multi-purpose ballroom-like space, has yet to see its foundation poured, but the first preparations for pouring can be seen in this area here. Also in Celestial Park, starting this Friday, the park's first anniversary, guests will be able to meet Captain Cacao. Universal showed the new meet and greet character off on social media, but he is not planned to debut in the park until May 22nd. An icon for the park's sweet shop, Moonship Chocolates, plush for this teddy bear were very popular when the park first opened, leading to fans hoping for a meet and greet character to be introduced. To the west of Epic Universe, land prep continues for a mystery project along Universal Boulevard near iDrive. This large parcel is being covered in a thick layer of sand, which Universal claims is only for regular maintenance. Insiders claim that the company is preparing the land to someday build a transportation hub and entertainment district. Across the street from Epic Universe, more sections of roller coaster track have arrived for the drifting coaster being built at Universal Studios Florida. Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift is set to open next year. Manufactured by Intamin, these large track pieces are being staged here alongside the already staged blue supports. Some of the pieces that recently arrived are curved, like this one. This piece appears to be capped at one end, so it may be for the top of the 170-foot tall spike that has been announced for this coaster. If so, that would mean that the spike will be twisted. A couple miles north of the staging lot, the first supports have now been installed along the City Walk facing side. Located between the Hard Rock Cafe and the entrance to Universal Studios Florida, these new angled supports can be spotted by guests walking through City Walk now. And if you look closely, you can even spot an arrow with the letters DOT on the inside of many of them. This stands for direction of travel and can give us a better idea of how this ride will be laid out. See our recent update for more details on this upcoming roller coaster. Over at Islands of Adventure, Universal has confirmed that the Lost Continent will be closing in phases in the coming months, and the Mystic Fountain has had its final day last week. The fountain is now hidden behind work walls, which continue to expand outward, swallowing more and more of the disappearing land. Universal has also confirmed that the Mythos restaurant will be closing permanently next year in 2027 as part of redevelopment of the area. In the same park, Thunder Falls Terrace in Jurassic Park will close this summer to be transformed into a new full-service dining location, which will open in 2027. It's expected that this will be ready in time for Mythos to close. Many fans speculate that Thunder Falls may return as a variation of Hammond's, as seen in Universal Studios Beijing, which conveniently shares some visual similarities in its decor. The horror makeup show in Universal Studios Florida closed last week to be reimagined. It will reopen this coming winter, but no word yet on how it will be changed. For more details and speculation on expansions coming to Epic Universe, be sure to check out our recent vlog on the second channel, Park Stoppers, where you'll find on-the-ground updates from inside all of the Orlando theme parks. A big thanks to BioReconstruct for the amazing aerial views. You can follow him on social media and YouTube for more theme park photography. If you like what we do, consider supporting us at patreon.com/themeparkstop for additional content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.